What's up, guys? We are back at it again with Touchdown Talk, a ZB Media Production show. As always, I am Zack Brown, here bringing you the preview of the NFL Week 15. And as you can see with my hat, we're going to look ahead at the Cure Bowl with Appalachian State Mountaineers taking on the Miami of Ohio in the Cure Bowl in Orlando. So let's talk about this. Let's preview. This show is brought to you by betstamp. You want an easier way to organize all of your sportsbooks accounts, no matter where you are, wherever sports betting is legal. Check out the link right down below at signupexpert.com, my special link /ZB. So signupexpert.com/ZB. Thank you, betstamp, as always, for bringing on this show. All right, guys, I want to actually show you how to use this betstamp website and the app. It's very similar on either one of them. We're going to go through all the lists. It'll tell you the odds on most of the sports books, and you can pick for yourself what you want to do. I'm going to go through, tell you what I'm thinking going into this week, but letting you guys know sports betting is rapidly risen in popularity, and I want to connect you all with an opportunity to get started or get ahead. Having multiple sports books accounts is the easiest way and simplest way to maximize your profits, and there's never been a better time to sign up. When you visit my page, signupexpert.com/ZB, you'll be connected to all the sports books in your region, along with a review of each platform and its unique benefits. All of these sports books have valuable sign-up offers for new users, and when you register through my link, you will receive the top offer for each one automatically. So when you use multiple sports books, you're sure that you can always access the best available odds, which is the key to successful sports betting. If you want to take advantage of these benefits and support the brand, please consider signing up for your next sportsbook at signupexpert.com/ZB. Let's get into these picks, and let me show you guys how easy it is to use betstamp. All right, guys, so on the screen is the betstamp website. It gives you everything you need to see all of these different sports books that are in your region. Sports betting in North Carolina has not been activated yet. It starts next month, so everything will go live in my state, but you might be in a state where sports betting is good to go. So let's look at Thursday Night Football. The Chargers at the Raiders. The Raiders coming off a real barn burner of a 3-0 loss to the Minnesota Vikings. Just a terrible, sloppy game altogether. You know they're going to have a lot of motivation going into this game to prove that they're not complete, just tragically failed team. On the other hand, the Los Angeles Chargers, they continue to just disappoint, lose. The Chargers are not going to fire Brandon Staley until after, see what the result of this is. Justin Herbert likely he is out for the season with a fractured finger in his passing hand. So right now, the money line, everybody is kind of, it's even if you're at a neutral field. The Raiders, if you can see over here, they're 3-point favorites over the Chargers on most sports books. I would keep pounding the money on the Raiders. I like the Raiders in this game, especially with a backup quarterback for the Chargers. The Raiders have a lot of motivation to improve of what they just showed on Sunday. So I'm going to go with the Raiders. I'm going money line with the Raiders. I believe they'll win by at least 3. I think it will be a touchdown game, 20-13 over the Chargers. Chargers have not been able to score even with Justin Herbert, and with him out, they really will struggle to score in this game. So you follow along back here. You go back to the games on their site. Go to the next one. We got Saturday lineup. So first one we're going to look on is the Minnesota Vikings heading to the Cincinnati Bengals. Jake Browning, where has he come from? Where has this dog come from? Is he going to be the next Joe Burrow? Is he setting up to be a franchise quarterback somewhere else? I don't know. This is a hell of a showing right now. Hell of a run he's on. He's got the weapons, and the offensive line has been protecting him, and they've been able to get the run game going. It's a very well balanced offense right now. They're starting to click. There's definitely room to get into the playoffs right now. The Bengals, most people have got them 3.5-point favorites at home. There's a couple 4.5s. I still would take even the 4.5 if you want. The Bengals are rolling, and they are at home on a Saturday where there's only 3 games on Saturday. They will be almost kind of like a prime time, but in the afternoon, so they will be shown. I'm picking the Bengals outright in this one, 27-20 over the Minnesota Vikings. I think the Vikings will be able to score more than 3 points in this game, of course. So, yeah, I would put your money on the Cincinnati Bengals in this game. Heading back to the other Saturday games, the Pittsburgh Steelers heading into Indianapolis to take on the Colts at 4:30 on Saturday. The Steelers are bad right now, especially with Mitch Trubisky, and you know it's bad when Mason Rudolph is getting chance to be put into the game by the Yinzers of Pittsburgh. That's not good. And some reason the books got it 2.5, and the whole way down to 1.5. It's a little bit crazy over here. The Colts are way better than the Steelers. The Steelers' defense has risen to the occasion on many of the games, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I'll take the money with the Indianapolis Colts. They win by 3 in this game. I'm comfortable saying that. 20. No, I don't even think it'll be that much. 17-14 Indianapolis Colts over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers will probably score a little bit. It might be a defensive score in that. But, yeah, Indianapolis Colts at least by 3 in this one. And the final game, the Broncos and Lions on Saturday. Lions are struggling right now. They are very much struggling, but their last outdoor game was last week against the Chicago Bears. It was a divisional game. You got to understand that too. Jared Goff doesn't play too great in the cold. Ironically, he plays in the NFC North. And the Broncos are 1 game behind the Kansas City Chiefs to win that division. Broncos 4-point dogs heading into Detroit. They want you to take Detroit in this one. I'm leaning towards the Denver Broncos in this. I really like the Broncos. I think they've got something going. They got something special. They got momentum. Detroit's kind of going the other way right now. I'm going to put the Broncos winning over the Detroit Lions in a close, hard-fought game. Possible last-second field goal as well in a heartbreak game. The Lions are used to that. 27-24, Broncos over the Lions. And before we get to Sunday slate, obviously you see me drinking something over here. My friends over at W Energy, that's in that top corner of the screen right there. They sent me this awesome shaker, and what I'm drinking right now, I got enough energy in me as it is. We're going with their hydration blend, the Monkey Madness right now. Good stuff right there. Check out W.GG, promo code ZBHP. You get 10% off your order. That's some good stuff right there. This is really damn good. You want to get hydrated even if it's wintertime. You got to stay hydrated no matter what. It's got the electrolytes that you need and the right amount of sugars that you need to keep it going through the day. So, yeah, great shaker. It's definitely durable in dishwasher because I hate doing dishes. So, definitely check out W Energy, W.GG. Promo code ZBHP. They got all sorts of stuff there. They got good merchandise. Use my promo code to get 10% off your order. Let's talk about Sunday now. All right, BetStamp's got all of Sunday's action nice and organized for you. So let's click on the first game that pops up is the Kansas City Chiefs heading to New England. The big news, and it has not been confirmed by sources that I'm comfortable guaranteeing that's happening. But it looks like, according to Barstool Sports, the New England Patriots are going to part ways with Bill Belichick after this season. It's not a huge shocker because it looks like there's a good chance Belichick will head to the Chargers and try to end up getting the highest winning rate in the NFL, and he has to obviously do that elsewhere. He's got a franchise quarterback out there in LA. I see LA firing both their general manager and their coach, and then you slide Belichick right up in there to take on the role for both, get them right on the right path, possibly get another Super Bowl under his belt, and then he'll retire. Once he gets the all-time win record, I think he'll be done. But with that being said, there's a lot of emotion when it comes to big news like this. Belichick doesn't like a lot of outside noise and usually doesn't affect his teams, but I think you'll see them even play harder. The money and Vegas wants you to put the money all on the Chiefs right here is it's a lot of points right now. Some going all the way up to 9.5. The Chiefs are struggling and offensively, and the New England Patriots, the best part of their team is their defense. Do I think New England's going to beat the Chiefs? No. But do I think New England will keep it in their money line? I very much do. So I would put money on the Patriots and the over. I think it'll get over 37 points. But I think it'll be closer than people think. After that emotional game the Chiefs had, the Chiefs won't lose 3 in a row, but they'll keep it close. The Patriots will definitely keep it close. Zip on the ball, Zappy, letting it sling out there. So money line wise, I like the Patriots, and I would take them at 9. But I'm definitely picking the Chiefs to win the game by a touchdown, 27-20 over the Patriots. 7-point game. And the Chiefs will get back on the win train and stay in that division lead. All right, the next games slated on Sunday that we've got is the New York Jets traveling to Miami to take on the Miami Dolphins. The Jets with Zach Wilson throwing, he was slinging it on Sunday. I don't know where the hell that came from, but if the Jets can hold on and somehow get a win over Miami, potentially Aaron Rodgers will be back next week against the Washington Commanders. Very winnable game with or without Aaron Rodgers. Miami coming off a devastating loss on Monday Night Football to the Tennessee Titans. The Dolphins have to win if they want to secure this division, because the Bills, they were out of it. Now they're not. I don't think the Jets will win this game. I think they can hold Miami and keep them in check. I think you'll see another struggling game with Zach Wilson. I don't think you'll see back-to-back weeks, because you've seen that. He has a great game, and then all of a sudden he falls off the cliff. I think the defense for the Jets will come up in a big way to hold the Dolphins to a very winnable game, and I think Zach Wilson will disappoint once again. Another 7-point game. I like this one. I would take the money on the Jets right now, but the Dolphins to win the game by a touchdown, 23-16 over the Jets. Bears taking on the Browns, heading into Cleveland. Joe Wacko Flacco slinging that rock up in Cleveland like it ain't nothing, like it is, 2012 again? This dude is got it going on. Vintage Joe. I like the Browns. I am on the Joe Flacco train right now. I don't see enough consistency out of the Bears to feel comfortable with them. I like Cleveland outright. The 3-point favorites at home. Definitely got to go with Cleveland here. I think Cleveland's defense, they've been struggling a little bit, but I think they've been stepping it up, especially everybody's getting behind Joe Flacco, seeing him slinging it, throwing it back to 10 years ago. Go with the Browns here. Got a 28-17 Browns over the Bears. All right, Texans and Titans in AFC South showdown. Texans have a little bit of a struggle going on right now, and the Titans have a big win on Monday Night Football. Can the Titans keep it going? Well, Houston is the road underdog right now. Most of them got 2.5. I'm gonna go with Houston. I really if CJ Stroud gets cleared, I like Houston. If CJ Stroud does not get cleared, I like the Titans. So keep an eye on the injury report this week for CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud is good to go. I like the Texans to win by a field goal. If he's not good to go, go ahead with the Titans. I'm going to assume the Texans, the CJ Stroud gets cleared this week, so I'm going with the Texans in a 20-17 win over the Titans. The New York Football Giants with some gabagool. Tommy DeVito, how you doing? He is just, it's a really cool story right now. He's not the best quarterback, but, I mean, he's got that moxie about him. New York's getting behind him. The team is rallying for him. The coaches are having fun. I hate the Giants, obviously, but, it's a cool feel-good story. And New Orleans, 6-point favorites, and I don't really understand that. The Giants are better than a lot of people are giving them credit for. Saquon Barkley is running the ball very well. I'm going with the Giants outright in this game. I think they will get the win in New Orleans. New Orleans has been struggling. That Giants defense very vulnerable, but I don't know. I see some Tommy DeVito magic happening again in New Orleans. So give me that Italian stallion right there. And sorry, Philly, I just threw that out there. I know Italian stallion's rocky, but we know what we got to do. Giants outright by in a close, but I don't think it's surprising for me. I think it'll be surprising for a lot of people. I'm going 31-28 Giants over the Saints. All right, Falcons and Panthers. Exciting game here. I don't know how the Panthers are home and they're not going to have as many fans as the Falcons. I don't know why they're only 3-point underdogs at home. This should be a billion. Panthers are just not good. That offensive line is atrocious. Falcons, that defense is very good. I think you get to see Bijan run the ball quite well in this. It's a must-win for all of the NFC South teams. I'm taking the Falcons outright in this one. I don't even think it'll be close. I'd take them at 10 points right now because that's what I am predicting. I'm going 24-14, and I'm being generous with the Panthers to score 14 points. So that's what we're going with in that one. Easy enough on that, right? All right, another NFC South team taking on NFC North team, both 6 and 7 teams, and they are in the mix for the wild card / division, depending on how you look at it. Green Bay is 3.5 point favorites at home. Playing in Lambeau in December, I'm putting my money on Jordan Love. I'm taking the points with the Packers in a field goal game. 24-21 over the Bucks. Packers keep not only their playoff hopes alive, but their division hopes alive as well. 49ers and Cardinals, this is going to be 13 and a half. You got 14 on the hook as well. Some going 13. I mean, it's a lot of points, but it's the 49ers. They are damn good. You've got to go with them, right? So pick the 49ers in this one. Pick them by 2 touchdowns. They'll win comfortably, even if it is in Arizona. They got it rolling. Brock Purdy. I like what he's doing. I like him as the MVP right now. Honestly, I do. And I think they are the Super Bowl front runner, especially in the NFC and probably the whole league too. They just got so many weapons. The defense is stout, very well coached, very well disciplined team. Big time win. I'm going 38-20 over the Cardinals. Big blowout win. Commanders and Rams is kind of interesting too. The Rams are home favorites by 6.5 by pretty much everybody. So they kind of want you to take Washington. And honestly, I like the Washington line right here. I would take Washington as the line, but I am going with the Rams to win the game 27-23. Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp kind of got their rhythm going right now, so I like them to score some good points in this one. All right. Cowboys at the Buffalo Bills. This is really interesting. The Cowboys obviously don't play as good away as they do home. They just beat the piss out of my Philadelphia Eagles. And if you're an Eagles fan, you're like, well, the Eagles turned it over, and that could have led to touchdown. Yes, it could have, but could have, should have, would have. Stephon Gilmore has looked very good in going back to his defensive MVP days right now. Stripping the ball. It's not easy to strip the ball from A.J. Brown with that big-ass guy on that ball. Stripped it from him. Stripped it from Devontae. Had great tackles for losses and no yards after catch, really. The Cowboys are the dogs. I don't see it. I don't know why they are the underdog in this. Dak's gonna, here we go, and I think the Cowboys are gonna win outright. I think it's a touchdown game. The Bills they're getting better, but the Cowboys, they have hit their stride and they are peaking at the right time. And it hurts me so bad to say it, but I'm picking the Cowboys in this one. 30-23 over the Buffalo Bills. The Ravens at the Jaguars on Sunday Night Football. I think this will be a really good game at the Jaguars. The Jags are 3.5-point dogs at home. I'm a fan of Trevor Lawrence. I like how he's what he's doing with this offense. I like what Doug Peterson's done down there in Jacksonville. Obviously, I'm always going to be high on Doug Peterson, but Jags losing 2 in a row, and it's hard to see Doug Peterson losing 3 in a row. But damn, if Baltimore's not good, I think there you go, the AFC favorite to go into the Super Bowl. I think they prove it on Sunday Night Football. As much as I like the Jags and I really want to take them with the points, I'm going outright the Baltimore Ravens in this game in a pretty close game. I think it's going to be pretty close. About a 4-point game. 34-30 over the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday Night Football. And we are heading into Monday Night Football, where my Birds on a 2-game losing streak head to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And the Seahawks are pissed off right now. DK Metcalf getting emotional, fucking suplexing Fred Warner, and that's a division game. So division games, emotions run high. The Eagles do not play well in Seattle historically. Flying out there, even they get that extra bit of rest. They're on a slide right now. They can't figure it out. I don't know what they're going to be able to do. Drew Lock or Geno, whoever plays in this game, they're going to light up the scoreboard because the Eagles' defense is very vulnerable, especially in that secondary, and the Eagles cannot get the quarterback like they could last year. I'm going upset alert here, Monday Night Football. It hurts me to say it, but I think Seattle, this is even more of a must-win for them to stay in the playoff race, and this pretty much will seal the Eagles' fate at number 5 seed. Seattle wins this game. They will win by at least 4, what the books are showing you. 27-23 over the Philadelphia Eagles. DK Metcalf will have a big game too, so I would put some money on DK. And so that does it for this week with that. Let's go over here. I'm going to show you how easy it is to use, though. I want to see if they have App State. And I think they do. Here we go. So, gotta rep my App State guys. So, looking at this game, Joey Aguilar's thrown over 3,000 yards, the quarterback for App State, of course. So, yeah, obviously, I gotta rep my App State. Joey Aguilar has been lighting it up through the air, and it's traditionally the App State is a run-first team, but as good as he has been this season, limiting the amount of interceptions, you got to utilize that, but you got to find some balance too. Yes, you have Nate Noel, that has been very good this year, but he's also been injured. So with that injury, that you got to see who's the next guy. Well, the next guy is pretty freaking good, and he's only a freshman. So I'm very much intrigued to see where his career goes. And of course, obviously, I'm talking about Caden Robinson, who had a couple touchdowns against Troy. App State fell off in that game to lose the Sun Belt Championship, but this is the first time they've been in the Cure Bowl. It's really, really cool. First of all, the ticket sales going to breast cancer research, the amount of cancer awareness. It's really, really cool to see. And it's in Orlando, so these kids can enjoy it, have some good time with their friends, family down there. That's what a lot of colleges will do, especially in these nice areas. It's supposed to rain, so it'll be I think it'll be a little bit of a sloppy game, and I think you'll see more defense than you would expect. App's 6.5-point favorites. I don't like that. I like App to win this game, but if I had the sports books, any of these, I would put my money on Miami of Ohio. And the reason for this is Miami, Ohio, they've had constant close games. The only games they lost this year were to the University of Miami and Toledo. And Toledo is a very good team as well. So every other game they've won, their defense has held their opponents. I think most of them under 21 or under, especially lately. So that defense will be able to hold App State. I think with the rain, with the sloppiness, it'll be a close game. Field goals could be tough to come by, but I do like a last-second field goal. I'm all about that last-second field goal in this game. 24-21. I'm picking App State to get the Cure Bowl. Some reason App State shows up in these bowl games. It's kind of become almost a tradition for them to show up in these bowl games big time. Big win over Miami of Ohio. I think it'll be a really competitive game. It's going to be sloppy until they start getting used to the conditions. The run game's going to have to get going for both teams, but I think defenses will step up in a big way. I like a little bit more scoring than what they are going with the over-under, which is 44. Obviously, 24-21 just on the over, so we'll see if that happens. But, yep, let's go Nears, and that'll wrap it up this week, guys. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you check out my friends over at betstamp on signupexpert.com/ZB. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell there on YouTube. We're exclusively on YouTube with Touchdown Talk, and make sure you are aware of all the other options we have on the channel. Horsepower Talk will be starting up here in a few weeks as well. If you like racing, we're getting into that. So appreciate everybody, and we'll see you next week.